So, can you introduce yourself, like your name?
Hi, I'm Mr. Drechsel. I'm new to Lake City this year, and I teach social studies, specifically world history and establishing modern Europe.
Okay. How do you answer about Lake City?
Oh, it's so different. There's so many new opportunities with it. Mainly, I get an hour and a half to do different activities that would normally be harried in an hour. So I like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
I do feel like, or rather, I'm getting used to how fast the year moves. There's fewer days to do things. I like that. There's less time. I think I wasted one of my first couple of years, a few days doing filler instead of actually thinking about what I'm doing every day. With the block schedule, every day has to be purposeful. So I would like that.
And then, do you like Lake City as a whole?
I do. There's a few students that don't. I'm joking. No, it's a really cool place. With the colleagues that I work with, I interact with them on a daily basis where I was used to sort of being at an island. Other aspects that I like about it, there's a lot of resources here. Tons of resources. And I appreciate how you students are pretty mature for your ages. And I can engage with you as young adults instead of feeling like I'm managing a zoo. It's really fun.
And then, where did you grow up and go to school?
Right here in Coeur d'Alene. I graduated down the street at Coeur d'Alene Charter Academy. Went there from the 6th grade to graduation. Then I did a jaunt over to Spokane at Whitworth University where I got my bachelor's and master's. Came back and taught in Idaho.
Nice. And then, where did you teach before you taught at Lake City?
I taught at Coeur d'Alene Charter Academy. So I had that unique thing where there and back again, they hired a teacher that they graduated, which was a unique experience in the situation. But it was good. It's a great school. It's got interesting challenges, but I decided it was time to flex my muscles on social studies instead of English. So
Sorry, Mr. Sutton's kind of doing this
that's
whole
fine.
thing.
It's his job though.
It's fine. Why did you choose to teach like history and social studies?
This might come from my authority as a teacher. Really, social studies and English language arts are two sides of the same coin. And I love it because when I taught literature, I'd spend a lot of time teaching the history and the context of the literature piece. And now I get to sort of flip the script and teach a lot of the history and then introduce some literature aspects to it. I just enjoy teaching the stories of people. I think human beings learn best from stories. We argue with stories. And learning how the story of history and the many facets of it gives me, I think, a lot of opportunities as a teacher to teach the soft skills instead of just focusing on conceptual skills.
What is a fun fact about your life?
Which one? I once, in high school, no, actually it was middle school, it was 8th grade middle school. I once went to nationals in a sewing and modeling contest. You wouldn't expect that. Ask me about that sometime. Yeah.
You were there, what's your favorite hobby to do outside of school?
I dabble in the arts. One thing that I really like to do is little acting stints here and there where I get to flex my artistic muscles. You'll hear me pop up on some Coeur d'Alene summer theater readings. I've done some murder mysteries. I really like improv. When I'm not doing that though, I'm doodling, drawing, writing, stuff.
And then, since you're a history teacher, have you done a lot of traveling before you started teaching full-time?
I wish I'd done more. In the words of St. Francis of Assisi. I think I have that right. I could be wrong. No, I think it's St. Augustine. Traveling is like reading a book and not traveling is like reading one page. I butchered that, paraphrased it. But I've traveled to Norway, I've been to London, I've been to Italy twice now. I would love to add Germany to that list. That's my next one. But I love ancient sites, and Netherlands countries are really awesome. They have so many cool churches. I love it. Any place I visit, I find a church to visit. Not even for religious reasons. They're just gorgeous architecture, beautiful music.
Do you have a least favorite food?
I always answer that question with liver and onions. Never had it. My dad told me he ate it when he was a kid, and he said, I will never force you to eat liver and onions. So I just chalked that one up as my least favorite. Not a huge fan of fish, seafood, but I don't turn it down.
students that you haven't had yet at least maybe, or like people that don't know you very well?
The mantra I've been coming back to lately is this idea of living as if. Sometimes we have to convince ourselves that something's important and just pretend that it is in order to figure out what it is important. So the phrase that I've been coming back to is this idea of live every day as if what you're learning is important. And you might just find it is important.
Nice.